Oh, I'm sorry. Is this thing on? Hi, everyone. It's your old friend Dave here at Denver Central. And today we're here to talk about your business. And this is not something to toy around with. Do you find that your business, could you move your business to the next level if you had a little more time? Or are you just concerned about staying on top of the details? Because Coldwell Banker cares about you and your level of success. And I know as one of the managing brokers for the company that it's important that you have as much success as I can help you get. It's critical. So, to that end, we want to talk to you about a service that is offered to our agents who are looking to push their business to the next level. And that can be a tough thing to do. Oftentimes we find ourselves engaged in multiple deals. We're tracking a lot of dates. We're ordering a lot of property marketing materials. We have just too many things on our plate. And we bear in mind that when have we really earned the money? And in my mind, anyway, we have earned the money when we have a signature on a buy-sell contract or a signature pretty much on a listing contract. We've earned our money as of the date of that signature. And everything that we do from then on until closing really comes down to a matter of how much of what you earned are you retaining. So in terms of your time, and we frequently forget to calculate our labor costs when we think about spending our own time, but that is something we should think about. Labor costs and time wasted is a big deal, and then how much money do you spend doing these kinds of things that you could better spend that time working with more clients, and wouldn't you rather? Wouldn't you rather do the things that get you paid? I know I would. So to that end, Coldwell Banker offers this handy-dandy program called CB2Go. CB2Go. Look at that. Transaction management at your fingertips. Now, the lovely thing about this is many of us are at that stage in our business where we would love to be able to bring on a full-time assistant, but there's a lot of paperwork involved with that. There's taxes to worry about. There's a lot of, and we might not want to go that route just now. Or it could be that we find ourselves with a phenomenal amount of business in certain parts of the year, but other parts of the year we're not so busy. And then hiring someone makes a little bit less financial sense because what would that person do in the fourth quarter when I don't need them as badly? Well, let's talk about what CB2Go can do for you when you need it and only when you need it. And how cool would that be? So, for those of you who have never experienced transaction coordination, this is the equivalent of hiring an assistant who will get on the phones, organize things like inspections and appraisals and all that sort of thing, and the entire time do so with the utmost professionalism, acting as your assistant. And that's exactly what CB2Go will do for you. Dave Fairbrother and his folks over at Sterling have become our partners in this endeavor, and this allows us to really keep our focus on the ball and not on the details. So let's take from the top and talk about what this will do for you. Do you have one of these in your office? You should go get one. These are a great flyer that explains to you all of the various benefits. When I hold it in front of me, I can't tell where I'm holding it. So hopefully you're getting some of this. In any case, the benefits of CB2Go. So at $175, you've got a listing assistant that's going to handle a number of things for you. They are going to order your listing rewards on your behalf. Who's gotten on that website and gone down the wormhole and felt like you're never going to get out? Now, I know it's a great system and it's ever improving, but as it evolves and changes, sometimes it gets hard for us to get in there and do that. And is that the proper use of our time? How about scheduling your photography? That's going to happen. Ordering a Stein install, ordering a home warranty, sending a client an introduction letter that makes you look even more professional and lets them know that none of their details are going to fall through the cracks. Enter your property into the MLS and upload and arrange the photos. Oh, I have been an agent. I have walked a mile in your Gucci loafers. I really have. And I know what it's like to have to fill out that MLS input form or to have to put that into the MLS myself. I can't personally stand that job. I hate that job with passion. I'd rather somebody else do it. Let's look at managing and tracking signatures on the listing documents. How often is it that we forget to get that square footage disclosure handled or the property disclosure handled? Or worse yet, the lead-based paint, which we better not forget because it's a problem if it doesn't get executed prior to the contract getting executed. How about if you're not good at remembering that, you have CB2Go remember it on your behalf. That could be great for your business, and it's an excellent way to avoid getting busted by the EPA. And do you like getting busted by the EPA?
Never.
Nobody likes getting busted by the EPA. It's just not any fun at all. What about managing and proofing your listing rewards marketing? Somebody else, are you not good at spelling? I actually am pretty good at spelling, but I'm not very good at having the time to check on my own spelling. So that would be handy as well. Managing a listing with your office staff, regular seller follow-up on a bi-weekly basis. So would you like someone to be able to deliver that feedback on your behalf? They don't have to, but if you'd like them to, they can do that for you. And then any changes to the MLS, obviously, that's another thing that will come up during that. So if you have a new listing, or if you have a bunch of them, God willing you have a bunch of them, I really hope for each and every one of you that you take at least 5 more listings this quarter than you did last year, because he who controls the inventory controls the market. And we all know that. We've talked about that. We always talk about that. But at $175 a listing, that's a lot of work off my plate. And what can I spend that time doing? Finding more listings. Yes, it's true. Okay, let's talk about what happens on the other end of things. You have a buyer who goes under contract, or your listing goes under contract. Now, for the low, low price, for you, special today only, $300. Now I have a closing assistant that's going to walk me all the way for $300. Think about what you would have to pay a full-time assistant. Just put that in perspective, okay? $300. Now I have a closing assistant who's going to walk me easily in a much more carefree manner all the way to the closing table without my having to stress out over all of these dates. If you represent the buyer, you have a lot of dates to keep track of in your mind. And as a Star 90 trainer, I certainly do see those new agents who ramp up very quickly. Maybe they start at the beginning of the summer, and before they know it, they've got a very, very full pipeline. For these kinds of folks, not that it's not important that you learn these processes yourself, but if I had to take on 4 of these deals all at once as a brand new agent, I would definitely be using CB2Go to help me with that and make sure that I'm on track the whole way through. Let's talk about some of what they're going to do for you. CB2Go, once you're in a contract, they will create your SIR. The SIR runs a close second to the MLS input sheet for a pain in the butt to have to fill out. So, if you don't enjoy filling out the SIR, don't do it. Somebody else will do it for you. Let's have a look at, they will send an introduction letter to all the parties so that everyone knows they are being well cared for by your professional assistant as the deal progresses. Managing and tracking signatures on the documents, critically important. You do not want to, have you ever done this? I hope you have. At a closing table, 3 days after there should have been an amend extend to alter the price, guess what? You're not closing that day. So if you should have lowered the price for some reason or adjusted the price, or you should have adjusted a date somewhere along the way, and you forget to communicate that to all the parties, well, that's going to mean bad things for your relationship with your client, for your bank account, for your relationship with your significant other. Your dog may even stop talking to you if you screw up this closing. So don't take chances. Let somebody else step into that void for you and make sure that that's going to all get managed smoothly. Tracking the dates and deadlines, critically important. Managing transaction with your office staff and making sure that the people who need to have the paperwork have it so that your CDA is created on time and everybody moves happily and smoothly on to closing. What about scheduling the inspection, the appraisal, the closing, all that stuff? We talked about turning in the completed office file once you have closed. Certainly CB2Go is happy to do that for you as well. Tracking amendments, I just said, amendments, very dangerous. If you forget one, you got a bad day. And any MLS changes, they will do all of that for you. So you can see the full suite of packages that are offered to you either on the list side or on the under contract side at $175 for the listings, at $300 for the closings, handled by professionals who do this for a living all day long. That's their job. That's what they know how to do. And you, as a real estate agent, know that the best thing you can do for yourself is to spend that time prospecting and getting yourself in front of more clients. That's where the money is. That's where the cheesecake lives, baby. Isn't that true?
That is true.
That's so true. It's totally true. So, do not forget, you can always call Dave Fairbrother. He's right there. I don't know if you can read that. 303-725-6167. Dave is happy to walk you through the program. You're also free to speak with Adam Cox, who is our assistant manager at the North Metro office. Adam Cox is in charge of this program here for the Front Range, and he would be happy to answer any of your more specific questions about the program. But do call and look into this, because if it's time for you to stop wasting time on the smaller details of your business so that you can get in front of more clients every year, this is the affordable, reliable way to do it. Ultimate professionalism, good price. This is a real value. That's something that offers. So take advantage. That's what we do these WebExes for, is to point out some of the tools that are in your little quiver of arrows and make sure that you're getting the most out of your career and you're earning the best dollar you can for you and your family. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation. It's been brief, but it's been highly, highly informative. Even I know things that I didn't know when I started. So I thank you. I wish you a great day. I hope to see some of you at the Broadmoor. And those of you who aren't coming this year, we're going to see you next year because you use programs like CB2Go. Thanks. Have a great day.